in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. All right, Grant, a matchup of the elites tonight. Two titans clashing in this one.
Oh, my. B.A., I mean, there's no shortage of stars on either side of the ball. These tend to be statement games, sending a message by imposing their will. I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. By Conley, that one's good.
Basketball can be very simple. If you can let Conley run the pick and roll, it's normally a good thing.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
Randall outside. First quarter of play, a minute in. The shot. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
For 3, Randall, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's not going to go for him. Randall with some nice D. For 3, Conley. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Dort's shot is good.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Randall, a screen on Dort. And here's Edwards outside. He drops it from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside, Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Gobert with a screen on Dort. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. The Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Wallace, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Pass to Holmgren. Dort outside. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. It's a 5-point game. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Thunder leading by 5. Pass to Williams. From the arc. Back to Caruso. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Wiggins with a steal. Caruso with it. Checked by Randall. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Clark. Reed for 3. Counted from distance.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Grant, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
Alex Caruso. 2 shots.
And even
reviewed under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Clark. That free throw no good. Good on the second one. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
The kick out to Wiggins. The three nails it from beyond the arc.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. Up in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Oklahoma City leading by. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Anthony Edwards. He's out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Naz Reid out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Gilgeous-Alexander drills a three. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Alexander Walker, three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
DiVincenzo with the steal. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Wiggins. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. Here's Wallace. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The finish! And Edwards slams it in.
Exactly how you want to run the break. Great execution by Edwards.
Caruso, left side. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins outside. And here's Caruso outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves trail by 7. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Caruso. Pure from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times or he will bury you.
Wallace outside. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's the pick. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here we go. DiVincenzo with the steal. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Minot. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
The kick out to Williams. Wiggins passes to Williams. Back to Wiggins. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo covering. DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's Edwards. Oh, the breakaway! Edwards gets it done on the run.
Oh, boy, look at the quickness to create space. Edwards puts defenders right on their heels.
Caruso, right side. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
For 3, DiVincenzo. He drops it from range. It's a tie ball game.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
Back to Caruso for 3. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Pass to Minot. Out to DiVincenzo. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wiggins. Now here's Caruso. Here's Williams. Over to the left wing. And stolen by Edwards. The Timberwolves, another fast break opportunity here. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
1 second left. No good on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back to Holmgren. Beyond the arc. Randall pulls down the board. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 3. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Here's Williams. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Williams with it. He's picked up by Conley. And that one is hammered home.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Gobert. Randall outside for the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Back to Holmgren. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Dort with it. Holmgren finds Dort. Kept alive. The Timberwolves trail. Conley on the attack. Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniels. Outside for Randall. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Edwards with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Second chance shot. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels with it. No points so far. Dort with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander connects from downtown. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. The Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. For 3, DiVincenzo. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 6.
And DiVincenzo able to stretch the floor, spread the defense out, especially with how accurate he is from deep.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Now Randall. Williams defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Randall outside. From outside the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Randall outside. Edwards looking it over. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple! 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. And here's Caruso. Back to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander. A merciless 3 of his own.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Garza in at the 5, down low.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 2-point game. Edwards driving, and the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jones, he's checked in for Jang. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Caruso. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Ingles is checked in. Reed for three. Joe grabs the miss. He got it, no doubt. That's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
And the basket by Joe.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it. Thunder leading by 5. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo with a steal. Clark, the pass to DiVincenzo. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins has space. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Clark in the post. Wiggins on him. Back to DiVincenzo. Clark with a screen on Dort. Dort with a steal. Fires the three. Buries it from 3. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Edwards outside. Oklahoma City grabs the miss.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And stolen by Clark. Pass to Edwards. Out to DiVincenzo. This one for 3. The shot no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Wallace, pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Reed for 3. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Oh, they get a hand on it. DiVincenzo with the steal. Jacks up a 3. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. Lou Dort picks one up. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And Williams is subbed in for Wallace.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
And a comfortable win for them here. The game is out of reach. Good performance for the Thunder.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Lou Dort picks one up. And Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in for Conley. Outside, Williams. Hardenstein passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Fires for 3. He connects! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
No good with a jumper from the wing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And so the
two of the NBA's best teams with some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at center. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Holiday.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Hartenstein against Porzingis. Here's Dort. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The kick out to Brown. Offline with his three. Oklahoma City's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
A wide open look here for Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Porzingis has got 6 points. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Holiday. Williams with a clean look, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Holiday dishes to Tatum. Screened by Porzingis. Tatum kicks to Porzingis. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. He's got 8.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Williams passes to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to Hartenstein. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Over Holiday. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday for 3. Williams buries it from three-point range. Williams has got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Outside Williams. Pass to Dort. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. There's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Holiday after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Brown. Out to White from downtown. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Celtics. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Sinks the three-pointer.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You've drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The kick out to Tatum. Holiday surveying the floor. Here's White. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll be... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Craig. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Wiggins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Fires the three. That's good for Wallace on the assist by Williams. Wallace has got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Hauser. No good on the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out to Wallace. Takes a three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Now here's Tatum. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Really left alone that time. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And Boston has possession after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Here's Caruso. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics trail by 3. Out to the wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Nice move. The kick out to Holiday. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. A wide open look here for Caruso. Trains the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Pass to Hauser. And there's the drive. Porzingis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Porzingis has got 11 points.
A knockdown shooter, really from anywhere on the floor. Porzingis knows he has the green light to fire from there.
Hartenstein with the screen for Caruso. Outside, Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. His three-pointer's off the mark. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Tatum. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
When you've got a guy that's too big for a guard, too quick for a forward. What do you have there? You have Jason Tatum. He is an absolute matchup nightmare.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. Brown, he's checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Pritchard.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul, and the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Al Horford is checked in for Jason Tatum. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Williams inside the line. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Brown. Celtics have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Williams. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Thunder up by 1. And for 2K Sports, and after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the floor for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Holiday. Williams, that's for 2. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. But we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Porzingis passes to White. Porzingis with a screen on George. The kick out to Tatum. From outside the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8. Holmgren finds Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Holiday. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Dort wide open. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make. Look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Out to Porzingis. Holiday with the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard, he's checked in for Derek White.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Pass to Dort. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Drew Holiday said you can play small and big. You have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Here's Dort. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Holiday. Knocked loose. Caruso with the steal. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, Dort. Williams heads a screen for Caruso. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Tatum pulls it down.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Wallace subbed in for Dort. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Oklahoma City leading by 8. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Nails the corner three. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Hauser. Driving inside. Brown inside the line, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Lou Dort making things happen for the Oklahoma. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Wallace. And it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. And it's Wiggins in at power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Wallace kicks to Caruso. Shoots the three. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the triple. Hauser misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Caruso, a good look. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, White. They get it back. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. Cason Wallace. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Outside, White. Lock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot. Brown wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Brown. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Here's Porzingis. Fires the 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. White left side. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Wallace. And Tatum out top the key. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dort's got 13 points in the second half. Pass to Tatum. Dort grabs the miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
Brown outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Dort misses. Celtics trail by 10. It's tipped. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's White. The kick out to Tatum. Outside, Holiday. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Holiday, no one around him.
Drew Holiday.
For 3, Holmgren off target with that shot. So we see the Thunder get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah,
players, if you're a fan of the NBA, this is as good as it gets.
Holiday against Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Randall on the screen. For three, Conley. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Minnesota now. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Randall, a screen on White. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Conley. From deep. Drills it from deep.
Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
Now Brown. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Out left to the wing. For three, Porzingis.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
Conley passes to Randall. Edwards a screen on Tatum. For three, Randall. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Edwards outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So it's Boston now. It's a three-point game. And the basket by Holiday.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Conley. Randall, a screen on White. Edwards, a pass to Randall. 4-3. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
And you gotta have some confidence to fire back like that. Randall with no shortage of confidence.
Pass to Brown. There's the triple. And Conley grabs the miss.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And here's Edwards outside. Boston pulls it in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Edwards. Off target with the three. Pass to Brown. Porzingis with it. Outside Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Conley. Lets it go from deep. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Holiday.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. It's stolen by Holiday. In transition, here they come. Brown with it. He's picked up by Edwards. They now take the lead.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
From deep, Conley. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. 3-point lead. Launches it. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far. Pass to Conley. 55 seconds left now in the first quarter. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Edwards for 3. He buries it from 3. Edwards got 6.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Tatum with another miss. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Off target from three-point range. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, Tatum has such a natural talent for shooting. Pulling up on a dime is no problem for him.
To the wing, right side. Conley against Holiday. White with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Porzingis with a screen on Conley. They kick it out to Porzingis. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Jason Tatum, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Hauser. There's a screen. Here's the 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 3. And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
Here's Pritchard. The kick to Tatum. The 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Craig. Boston leading by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Minnesota again missing. The Celtics have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, got that one up quick. Alexander Walker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Porzingis with a screen on Conley. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it down from distance. Pritchard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with a 3. Boston leading by 3. Here's Hauser. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Holiday. Fades. And the Celtics another 3. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Pritchard. Takes it inside. The kick to Tatum. Outside Holiday. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Holiday's got 11 points.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
Edwards, the pass to Alexander Walker. Reed for three. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Holiday against Edwards. And Holiday, here we go. Here's Porzingis. Another one falls for Boston.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed for three. Sinks the tray. Reed's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attack.
Pass to Hauser. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 4. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Here's Pritchard, covered by Alexander Walker. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Got it up. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real...
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Teams are returning from the court and get ready for the big half-court shot.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Well, Conley is a consummate team player. He loves to get other guys good shots.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Outside, Brown. Porzingis with a screen on McDaniels. Brown, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Brown, a screen on Conley. Holiday passes to Tatum. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards for 3. Again, the miss by Edwards. The Celtics with the lead. White for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the take, Edwards. Conley finds Randle. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Randle's got 6.
Yeah, a shot that Randle has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. From deep, Conley. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Alexander Walker, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 11. Celtics lead by 3. Here's Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Edwards for three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Tatum gets the bucket.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Edwards for three. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Tatum. Fires the three. Brown, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Clark outside. Randall deciding where to go with it. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Randall's got 9 points.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
Pritchard, the pass to Holiday. And he drives in. Pass to Hauser. DiVincenzo against Holiday. Here's Pritchard. 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Hauser drops in the three. Hauser's got his second basket of the game. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Conley and stolen by Clark. In transition, here they come. For 3, DiVincenzo. And Pritchard pulls it down. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-5 run. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. DiVincenzo driving from deep. Conley. And the three-pointer goes. 6 points for him.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Whew, I love it.
Outside Holiday. Got it off in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Boston with us. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Shireman in a 2-guard. Horford passes to Pritchard. And here's Tatum. Over Clark. And it's Tatum missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. From downtown, gets the 3 to fall. DiVincenzo's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Celtics lead by 3. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. JT for 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Counted from distance.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Minnesota with some changes. Garza's checked in for Minot, and Conley subbed in for Clark. The Celtics also with a sub. Holiday is checked in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
To tie it up. And it's Cornett with a rebound. The Celtics have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Pass to Holiday. Horford, a screen on DiVincenzo. Holiday from long range. Rebound Minnesota.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The kick out to Edwards. Outside Conley. Now DiVincenzo. Outside Conley to the wing on the left. Reed for three. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Puts up a 3. On target from range. Pritchard's got 9 points here in the second half. Timberwolves trail by 3. Reed to screen on Holiday. DiVincenzo, the pass to Conley. Here's Garza. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Garza. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. And Jaden McDaniels subbed in for DiVincenzo. The triple hits for Edwards.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Pass to Brown. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Now Randle. Back to Edwards. Randle on the screen. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels from long range. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Tatum with a screen. JB off the bounce. And he gets the bucket. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown. Rising to the challenge of the moment.
Randle against Tatum to take the lead. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. Porzingis surveying the floor. Off target from outside. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Edwards, a pass to Randle. There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth. Launches a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time. And this guy is made for these moments. Tatum, the big-time shot. First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Minnesota making a change here. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Randle, the pass to Edwards. Randle, a screen on White. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
So it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. All right, Grant, 2 of the West's most formidable squads going at it here.
You know, B.A., looking to prove who is the one to beat in their conference. Love this elite level of competition. This is a chance to show who is the best in the West.
Picked by Gobert. Right side Edwards takes the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Williams from long range. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said, they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Allie, thank you. Blocked again!
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Takes a 3. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Dort.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Well, Dort's Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Dort's shot is good.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from 3. That's a pretty-looking shot right there.
Randle with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And Conley with the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Hartenstein. Williams from long range. He can't hit that time.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The 3 ball. The shot, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Outside for Dort. Let's go with a 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. So Dort's got 6.
Boy, tremendous job having hands ready, feet prepared. Catch and shoot opportunity for Lou Dort is good.
Edwards against Dort. Jacks up a 3. By Conley. That one's good. Conley's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Here's Williams. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Williams has gotten his 2nd bucket.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Clark for 3. The rebound by Wiggins. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Caruso with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Williams from long range. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Caruso against DiVincenzo. hits the trifecta.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
On the wing, Caruso. DiVincenzo covering. Caruso misses. The Timberwolves have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Reed passes to Alexander Walker from outside the arc. Tipped away and stolen by Williams. Here's Caruso. No points yet. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game. And Caruso drops them both. Now here's Edwards. Watch by Wallace. Here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Over Williams. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for Oklahoma City. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. They've got Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. Caruso misses. Timberwolves trail by 4. Unloads from 13. Reed can't hit. Oklahoma City has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garza's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Caruso, the pass to Sajang. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Caruso outside. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. The 3, DiVincenzo. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Caruso. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Hits a 3-pointer. Caruso's got 5 now.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Reed. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on not. Reed. That'll be a second. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call.
But this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Wiggins. 4-3, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight, and something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention, you can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
Caruso outside. Pass to Dort. 3-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Reed from the arc. And another three from Minnesota.
The unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Timberwolves trail. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. And Jaden McDaniels subbed in for DiVincenzo. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Caruso. So they take the lead. Randall's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Conley. Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams from long range sends it home from three-point land. Williams has got 11 points.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Pass to Gobert. McDaniels against Holmgren. McDaniels can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. Dort for three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Williams. Wallace outside, launches it, gets the three ball to go. And now a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Here's DiVincenzo. For three, Randle nails it from beyond the arc. Randle's got 6 in the quarter.
Now this shot is in his bag. Julius Randle more than happy to take the jumper if you concede it.
Over to the wing. Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the first.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Joe's checked in. 19 seconds left in the first half. Outside for Randle. Here's Gobert. Pass to Dillingham. Right side, Alexander Walker. Good if it goes. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Jalen Williams really making a difference here.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Edwards. Outside for Randle. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. Randle's got his third bucket of the night. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because we look at some of the best players in the league. They occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, the big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Shot clock at 5. Williams with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Dort for 3. Sinks it from distance. Dort's got 9 points.
Boy, you love the ability to stretch the floor on the jumper, doing work, Lou Dort.
Outside for Randall. It's McDaniels on the wing. No good from outside. Thunder leading by 7. Dort for 3. And Conley grabs the miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. And Minnesota with possession here. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Outside, Williams. And that one goes out of bounds. The last touch by McDaniels. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Left side, Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now here's Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And Minnesota making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Caruso's checked in.
Ooh, he's been hot from out there, helping to keep them in this game.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Really left him alone that time. So Dort's got 12 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
Many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
DiVincenzo can't hit. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Thunder. They lead by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Outside for Dort. Outside, Williams. They get it back. No dice on the putback jam. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:52 left to play in the third. Outside for Dort. Hartenstein with a screen on Edwards. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Caruso misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Oh, Edwards, money on the triple.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Dort for 3, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Gobert, and Clark has subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Outside, Alexander Walker. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Knocks down the long J. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Pass to Wallace to stop the run. Drains the triple. Wallace has got 9.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Reed for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Outside, Williams. Caruso with it. The kick out to Williams. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. Here's Randall. And it's good. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
Here's DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Clark. Outside, Ingles. Driving inside to the left wing. And here's Edwards outside. Nails it from 3.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Caruso outside. Stolen by Reed. DiVincenzo with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And Minnesota with some changes. Miller comes in for Ingles. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. Miller, the pass to Reed. Fires for 3. Reed, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer, no good. Thunder trail by 3. Stolen by Conley. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And that one's good from Conley.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. From downtown, Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in the game, and he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Left side, McDaniels fires the 3. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Edwards against Dort. Pass to Holmgren to halt the run. 4-3, Holmgren!
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
McDaniels got room. The Thunder with the rebound. Hardenstein's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Holmgren. Dort outside. The three is up. Randall pulls down the board.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
The kick out to Conley. This one for three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
Holmgren finds Dort. The three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniel's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The three. The shot by Dort, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. The three, Randall, and give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Julius Randle.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Substitution on court.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Minot can't get it to go. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Down by 12. Here's Dillingham. Watched by Wallace. Stolen by Jones. So it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Even. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant.
resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. There's the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Some room here for Dort. Nails the wide-open jumper.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside White. And we're about a minute into the first. Outside Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Here's Tatum following the bucket by Oklahoma City. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the Celtics another 3.
We know Porzingis has range, but wow, that's a tough shot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him specifically about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. PA?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Three-pointer, Holiday. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, a screen on White. Poked loose and stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. Tatum passes to Holiday for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder with a lead. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with it. Just 5 on the clock. Dort outside.
And when Dort sees an opportunity to score, he goes hard, getting the defense to foul him in the process.
Oklahoma City shooting their initial free throws of the game here. So he comes up empty, missing both. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. The kick out to Williams. Sinks the tray.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Beyond the arc. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Dort. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Dort's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates, a very heady passer for a big man.
Holiday from long range. The Thunder with the rebound. Williams with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Dort, right side. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by White. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Tatum against Dort. They kick it out to Porzingis. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. From deep, Holmgren. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And he makes all 3. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Tipped. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Here's Shireman. The kick to Tatum. Puts up a 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
There's a screen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Horford against Williams. The kick out to Wiggins. And here's Caruso outside. Buries it from 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Boston on offense. And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instinct, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso. One of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Wallace, right side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From behind the arc. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Boston leading by 3. Tries the spin move. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. Wiggins outside. Counted from distance. Wiggins got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Tatum against Wiggins. Back to Pritchard. 4 on the clock. Off target with the 3. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Caruso. Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a 3. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Caruso with it. Back to Wallace. Caruso outside. From the high post. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Lets the 3 fly. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 3. There's a minute 26 left in the first half. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. And it's rejected. And they get it back. On the wing, Tatum. Launches a 3. Drills it from deep. Tatum's got 6 points.
And that's probably his most dangerous weapon. Tatum just has a smooth jumper.
And here's Caruso outside. Oklahoma City, the rebound. Wiggins finds Caruso. Back to Wiggins. Wallace outside. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a pick. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Sweet looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now. Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. Boston's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. White, the pass to Tatum to the left side wing. Outside Porzingis. The kick out to White. It's stolen away. Pass to Williams from deep three-point land. No luck on that one. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. Shoots over Tatum. No good, off the front rim. Celtics lead by 3. Kick out to Brown. Back to Tatum. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown against Williams. Outside for Dort. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Dort's got 7 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The shot by Holiday, no good. Thunder trail by 3. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried. He's got 13.
Come on, man. If SGA is hitting that, it's good night.
Dort with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Dort finds Hartenstein for the lead. The shot by Dort, no good.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Pritchard's checked in for White. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Now here's Brown. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Pritchard. Caruso grabs the board. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Williams. Fade away. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Again, the miss by Boston.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Caruso. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Caruso's got his second bucket on the night. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime to win the cold spell. Again, the miss by Boston. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Now Williams. Back to Caruso. From deep. Boston with a rebound. A chance at a 2 for 1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Here's Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Out of bounds, the Oklahoma City's ball. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Holiday. Williams in the post. The 3. That shot is off. Boston trailing.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Pass to Pritchard. Horford, a screen on Wiggins. For the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Boston out in front. They lead by 1. After a quick... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Torrey Craig, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Jacks up a 3, and the Celtics another 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Thunder trail by 4. The kick out to Williams. Horford with a steal. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And there's the call on Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder.
Oklahoma City on D. Here's Tatum. Out to Horford. Horford, a screen on Wiggins. The 3 from Craig. Williams grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. It's stolen by Tatum. Here's Hauser. Out to Craig. The 3 ball. Again, the miss by Boston.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And here's Caruso outside. Hits a 3-pointer.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range. On
the wing, Tatum. Outside Craig. Horford, a screen on Wiggins. Craig, pass to Hauser, takes a three, drains the triple. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Caruso, pass to Williams. And stolen by Williams. Over to the left wing. Caruso outside. Launches it. And Craig pulls it down. Boston leading by 4. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Craig with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Boston with the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins passes to Caruso. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Out to the right wing. Here's Wallace. No good on the three. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Cornette's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Hauser. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
The shot by Dort, no good. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
For 3, Porzingis. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Pass to Dort. Hartenstein with a screen on Brown. Dort for 3. The kick out to Williams. And stolen by Porzingis. Tatum passes to Holiday. 3-pointer. And there's White. That's good. On the assist by Holiday. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. From deep, Holmgren. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-3 run.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Celtics.
Hey, if you get yourself to the line and cash in on those opportunities, you paint your opponent into a corner.
Yeah, they were so successful with that all night. Aggressive, fearless, whatever you want to call it, they really pushed the action and got rewarded.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Jason Tatum.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
And stolen by Hartenstein.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Holiday. Back to Brown from behind the arc. Doesn't go that time. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make 1 extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
To the lineup for the Thunder, number 9.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. What a... All right, Allie, good stuff there.
affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Now here's Tatum. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
4-on-3 break. Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
For three, Edwards. Gobert the pass to Randall. Conley kicks to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Fades back. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
Holiday against Conley. Tipped away. It's stolen by Edwards. And now here comes Conley leading the break. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. Was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Conley's shot is off. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Drops in the tray off the fast break. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Launches it. Gobert down low. He's against Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Randall no good.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Tatum, that's for 2. They get the rebound. They need this one. Good on the triple.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Edwards kicks to Randall.
2 minutes remaining.
Over to the left wing.
2 minutes.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Randall outside. The tray. Randall can't get that one to fall. Celtics trail by 6. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Now White, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. White, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Randall. McDaniels, a screen on Tatum. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Edwards with the screen from McDaniel. And that time, also a missed shot. The Celtics with the lead. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Here's the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Cornette off the inbound pass. The shot will not fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Celtics out in front. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And in addition, their three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Torrey Craig is out there with Horford. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Alexander Walker. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Pritchard. And it's off from three-point range. Now, here's Craig. Drills it from outside. Craig's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Reed. A 3-ball. Rebound, Boston.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Alexander Walker passes to Miller. Puts up a 3. Al Horford with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Now, Craig, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 8.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Horford has a wide open look. Misses off the left iron. From downtown, a shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's the 3. Tries to keep it alive. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it left. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis comes in for Al Horford. And it's Holiday in for Torrey Craig. Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Edwards passes to Reed. Over Holiday. Reed misses. Boston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Holiday gets the bucket.
This isn't a shot Holiday will pass up. He's a reliable 3-point shooter.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 12. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Reed from outside the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And now a 5-point Celtic lead. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Boston's gone 4 of 7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Tatum with the screen on Edwards. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Edwards looking it over. Gobert the screen. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Conley. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota making some changes. Randall's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
32 seconds left in the second quarter. Horford inside the line. And Holiday kicks to Horford.
Good defensive footwork there. Randall affecting that shot.
And another miss by Boston. Fires away from way outside. Up to live, Minnesota. Fade away. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the sub. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
24. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Celtics leading by 8. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
For 3, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. Fires from the corner. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from McDaniels.
Big forwards like Jaden McDaniels who can pull up for a jumper from anywhere, those guys are a luxury to have.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Stolen by Holiday. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Conley finds McDaniel. Randle outside with a tie. And it's White with the rebound.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Pritchard, he's checked in for Derek White. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to
missing.
Conley gets the bucket.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pritchard passes to Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Gobert with a screen on Brown. Alexander Walker. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. 1:22 left in the third quarter. The Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Edwards finds Alexander Walker. Got a piece of it and taken away by Brown. Back to Holiday. Shoots the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Alexander Walker with the ball. Picked up by Brown. That's a 2 from Randall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you know, you look at guys like Randall who don't have that eye-popping athleticism or length. The pump fake is a great equalizer.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Pritchard's got himself going there. His first points in the game at the deep ball. There's the screen. A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Cornette. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Pritchard.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 4, Robert Dillingham.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics lead by 1. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Pritchard. A 3-ball. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
The 3 from Tatum. That one's not going to go. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Edwards. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Horford, no luck. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Edwards with another miss. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fires from deep. And Edwards is good for 3. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Boston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Clark with a wide open look. Good on the 3-point shot. Clark's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Personal foul. First team foul.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Boston trailing. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Conley against Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. And here's Brown outside. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Randall from outside. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. The Celtics making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Boston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Holiday with the 3, and again Boston with the triple.
I tell you, boy, he comes up big at the right times. I love his demeanor, though. His disposition says all business, and I'm ready for whatever is needed.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And White kicks to Tatum. That's the 3 fly. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Out to Edwards. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 24.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And here's Tatum for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
Porzingis against Randall.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside for Randall. For the 3. Kept alive. It's Edwards on the wing. 3-pointer. Edwards with another miss.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Brown inside the line. Gobert pulls it in. Right wing. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Holiday with the 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Fires the 3. And the miss. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for Clark.